You know what absolutely disgusts me? The fact that everyone's sitting here praising Sami Zayn like he's some kind of hero when he literally abandoned his own bloodline, turned his back on Roman Reigns, and now he's out here playing savior for Rey Fenix. Are you kidding me right now? This is the same man who begged, literally got on his knees and begged to be part of the bloodline, and now he's running around SmackDown like he's Captain America saving random luchadors from getting destroyed. And don't even get me started on the MFTs, because while everyone's busy hating on them, nobody is acknowledging that they are doing exactly what they said they would do, dominate the tag team division. But no, let's all cry about how they jumped Rey Fenix because apparently in 2025, we've forgotten that wrestling is about winning by any means necessary. Deep breath, alright, Wrestling Zone fam, before half of you blow up my comment section, and trust me, I want you to, let's break down what actually happened on SmackDown the 7th of November 2025, because the internet is spinning this story in every direction except the truth. And yeah, I've got some strong opinions about this, but that's why you're here, right? So here's how it went down. Rey Fenix, the high-flying, death-defying, absolutely insane luchador who's been on an absolute tear since arriving on SmackDown, was scheduled for a singles match against Tama Tonga of the MFTs. Now, for those who somehow missed it, the MFTs have been running roughshod over the blue brand for weeks now. They've taken out team after team, and they've made it crystal clear that they don't care who you are or where you're from. If you're in their way, you're getting moved. Period. The match itself? Chef's kiss. Fenix was doing what Fenix does best, defying the laws of physics, hitting moves that make you question if he's even human, and honestly making Tama Tonga look like he was trying to catch smoke with his bare hands. We're talking about springboard cutters, rolling thunders from the outside back into the ring, and this one sequence where Fenix literally walked the top rope like he was strolling through a park on Sunday morning. The crowd was electric. You could feel it through the screen. But here's where things get spicy. Tama Tonga, to his credit, started grounding Fenix because that's smart wrestling, folks. You can't outfly a bird, so you clip its wings. Tama started working over Fenix's knee, targeting it with precision strikes, dragon screws, and just brutal, methodical offense. This is where the MFTs show they are not just muscle, they've got brains. Tama was breaking Fenix down piece by piece, and you could see where this was heading. Then right around the 12-minute mark, Fenix hit this ridiculous springboard poison runner that sent Tama flying across the ring. The place erupted. Fenix was setting up for the Fenix driver, you know, that move that's ended countless matches, and that's when all hell broke loose. Talla Tonga and Jacob Fatu hit the ring like a freight train with no brakes. The refs calling for the bell, disqualification, chaos everywhere. They are putting the boots to Fenix, and I mean stomping him into oblivion. 3-on-1. Rey Fenix is crumpled in the corner, holding that same knee Tama had been targeting, and the MFTs are circling like sharks that just smelled blood in the water. Now here's my question for you guys in the comments, was the DQ finish the right call, or should the MFTs have just finished the job clean? Because I've got thoughts about this booking decision, and I want to know if you think the MFTs look stronger or weaker because of how this went down. Drop your answers below. So Fenix is in trouble. Real, serious trouble. The MFTs are setting him up for what looks like a triple powerbomb on the outside, and for those who don't know, Rey Fenix is not a big dude. This man is 165 pounds of pure adrenaline and fearlessness, but 3 grown men who collectively weigh over 800 pounds are about to end his career. The announcers are screaming, the crowd is chanting please don't die, and you can just feel this sickening anticipation that we're about to witness something catastrophic. And that's when Sami Zayn's music hits. The place explodes. I'm talking roof nearly coming off the arena levels of noise. Sami Zayn, wearing that ridiculous beanie even though it's probably 75 degrees in the arena, comes sprinting down the ramp with a steel chair in hand. No hesitation, no fear, just pure, unfiltered babyface hero energy. He slides into the ring, and here's what I loved, he didn't just swing wildly like some unhinged lunatic. Sami strategically targeted Jacob Fatu first, cracking him across the back with that chair, then swung at Talla Tonga, catching him in the ribs. Tama Tonga, seeing his brothers get taken out, wisely rolled out of the ring, and the MFTs regrouped on the outside, seething with rage but smart enough to pick their battles. Sami standing in the ring, chair in hand, breathing heavy, and he helps Rey Fenix to his feet. The crowd is chanting ole, 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 and you can see this mutual respect between two guys who've built their entire careers on heart, passion, and proving people wrong. Fenix offers a fist bump, Sami accepts, and they stand united as the MFTs back up the ramp, pointing and making throat-slashing gestures. Now here's where I need you guys to sound off. Do you think Sami Zayn and Rey Fenix should team up officially, or was this just a one-time save? Because I'm seeing the potential for an insane tag team here. Like, think about the styles meshing. Sami's the scrappy underdog with technical prowess, and Fenix is the high-risk, high-reward aerialist. That's money right there. Tell me in the comments if you want to see this team happen or if you think they should keep Sami as a lone wolf. But let's zoom out for a second because there's a bigger story here that I think people are missing in all the excitement. Sami Zayn inserting himself into the MFTs business is not going to go unanswered. These guys are not your typical heels who forget about stuff by next week. The MFTs have long memories, and they've proven time and time again that they will hunt you down, they will make examples out of you, and they will not stop until they get their revenge. Sami Zayn just painted a massive target on his back, and for what? To save a guy he barely knows? To be the hero? Or is there something deeper here? Some people online are speculating that this could be the start of a babyface faction to counter the MFT's dominance. Think about it, Sami Zayn and Rey Fenix could be recruiting. Who else is sick of the MFTs running roughshod over SmackDown? You've got guys like Apollo Crews, Ricochet if he comes back to WWE, even someone like LA Knight who's been suspiciously quiet lately. Could we be looking at the formation of a stable that's built to combat the MFT's terror regime? Because if that's where we're heading, sign me up. Here's another angle though, and this is where my brain goes to the dark places. What if Sami's being played? What if the MFTs wanted him to make this save because now they can justify an all-out assault on Sami, taking him out of whatever title picture he was building toward? These guys are smart. They are manipulative. They are not above psychological warfare. What if this whole thing was a setup to get Sami Zayn exactly where they want him, isolated, vulnerable, and ready to be destroyed? And let's talk about Rey Fenix for a second because this man doesn't get nearly enough credit. Ever since he arrived on SmackDown, he's been putting on absolute clinics every single week. The man works hurt, he works through pain, and he gives 110% every single time he steps through those ropes. The fact that he was about to take a triple powerbomb and potentially end his career, and he still tried to fight back when the MFTs were beating him down, that's warrior mentality right there. Rey Fenix has proven that he belongs on the main roster, and if WWE is smart, which, let's be honest, is a 50/50 proposition, they'll build him as a major player moving forward. Quick trivia question for the hardcore fans: what was the name of Rey Fenix's tag team before coming to WWE? First person to get it right in the comments gets a shout out in my next video. Looking ahead, SmackDown's tag team division is about to get very interesting. You've got the MFTs who are seemingly unstoppable. You've got this potential new alliance between Sami Zayn and Rey Fenix. You've got established teams like the Street Profits, Pretty Deadly, and others who are probably looking at all this chaos and wondering where they fit in. The general manager, whoever it is this week because WWE changes GMs like I change socks, is going to have to address this situation. Do you book Sami and Fenix as an official team and give them a shot at the MFT's titles? Do you make this a six-man tag situation and bring in another body? Or do you let this simmer and build to something at Survivor Series? Personally, I think we're heading toward a massive multi-team match at Survivor Series. Traditional 5-on-5 elimination tag? Maybe. War games? Absolutely yes please. Can you imagine Sami Zayn, Rey Fenix, and 3 other babyfaces locked inside war games with the MFTs and their allies? The brutality, the storytelling, the insanity that would unfold? That's WrestleMania level stuff right there. Here's my final question for you before we wrap this up. Who do you think should join Sami Zayn and Rey Fenix if they form a faction to fight the MFTs? And I want realistic answers. Don't tell me Centimeter Punk or Stone Cold because we're talking about actual active roster members here. Drop your dream team in the comments because I'm genuinely curious what you guys are thinking. The bottom line is this: the 7th of November 2025 SmackDown gave us a moment. Not just a save, not just a run-in, but a legitimate, goosebump-inducing moment that reminded us why we love professional wrestling. We got to see a hero making a choice, we got to see an underdog being saved, and we got to see the villains retreat but promise vengeance. That's storytelling 101, and WWE nailed it. Sami Zayn continues to prove that he's one of the most valuable players on the entire roster. He can work with anybody, make any story believable, and the crowd will always pop for him. Rey Fenix showed once again that he's willing to put his body on the line and deliver performances that leave us speechless. And the MFTs? They firmly established themselves as the most dangerous faction in WWE right now, and anyone who steps to them is putting their career at risk. This is just the beginning, Wrestling Zone fam. This story is going to get bigger, it's going to get more personal, and bodies are going to hit the floor before it's all said and done. Make sure you're subscribed because I'll be covering every single twist and turn as this rivalry develops. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown. Share this video with your wrestling friends because we need to get more people talking about this storyline. And most importantly, let me know in the comments, are you team Sami and Fenix, or are you riding with the MFTs until the wheels fall off? I'll see you in the next one. Stay dangerous, stay passionate, and never stop talking wrestling.